Welcome to this video on rack configuration and placement in Row Data Center Designer. In the previous video, we explored the fundamentals of the Row Data Center Designer, from accessing the design portal and creating a new solution to navigating the interface, configuring the room layout, and using key features such as regional configurators, reporting options, and 2D and 3D visualization for accurate whitespace data center design. In this video, you will learn how to configure racks in the Row Data Center Designer, add and manage rack PDUs, sensors, and accessories, and position rack systems within the layout while maintaining engineering constraints and accurate bill of materials updates. Let's begin by exploring how to configure racks in the Row Data Center Designer. With the room layout in place, the next step is selecting and placing IT racks. The catalog offers a wide range of rack families for whitespace data center environments, supporting both EIA and OCP-inspired architecture. Let us now walk through the rack configuration steps. On the catalog page, finding the right physical infrastructure is highly intuitive. You can use the global search or apply filters such as U-height, width, and depth to match your spatial requirements. As data centers evolve to support higher density environments, you can also search for AI-ready enclosures, such as NetShelter SX Advanced or NetShelter OCP enclosures to prepare your whitespace for next-generation workloads. You can also select a rack directly from the available options and configure it based on your business requirements. Each rack card provides key technical details, including environmental data, dimensions, weight, and rack specifications. For additional product information on selecting and configuring rack systems, click the product name to visit the Schneider Electric official page. The rack card also displays the ERP, or estimated retail price, along with the configure option. For this example, let us select AR3100B2 and click Configure to add further specifications. Now let's understand how to add and manage rack PDUs, sensors, and accessories. The next step is to configure the selected rack specifications. After clicking Configure, select the load capacity and power feed based on your business requirements. Under Available use spaces, you will find two options: zero use spaces and free use spaces, which indicate the number of vertical and horizontal rack PDUs supported by the rack. As rack PDUs are added, the available 0U and free use spaces update automatically. The total outlet count is also updated simultaneously based on the selected configuration. Along with the enclosure, you can also configure 3 additional components: rack power distribution units, or rack PDUs, security and environmental rack sensors, and rack accessories. The sensors connect to the rack PDUs to provide power monitoring, allowing users to track the load across individual outlets and rack PDUs. To configure rack PDUs, click Add Rack PDU to open the Rack PDU catalog page, where the interface is similar to the rack configuration catalog. Here, you can use the global search option and region-specific filters to locate suitable rack PDUs offered by Schneider Electric. Rack PDU types in the IEC region will have the Easy Rack PDUs. Each rack PDU card displays key specifications to help narrow down the selections based on your requirements. The rack PDU filters include rack PDU type, input connection type, output connection type, and output connection count to help refine the available options. The rack PDU type category includes NetShelter Advanced Rack PDUs, NetSheltered Meter Rack PDUs, NetShelter switched rack PDUs, NetShelter basic rack PDUs, and NetShelter metered by outlet rack PDUs. These options are available in the NAM region, while Europe and other international regions also include EasyRack PDUs within the available selections. The final step is to specify the output connection count, which represents the number of outlets required in the solution. Based on the selected filters, the tool displays the most suitable rack PDU options, and the quantity can be adjusted as needed. Please note that rack PDUs are added to the bill of materials only after clicking Add. Since this example uses a 0U rack PDU, which is a vertical rack PDU, the available 0U space updates automatically as units are added. If you want to select a different rack PDU option later, the existing one must first be removed before adding the new selection. For example, let us select APDU 11151SW as the rack PDU option after updating all the required filters. As shown, this is a 0U rack PDU with an available B2 0U space of 4, allowing a maximum of 4 units to be added. Once all 4 units are selected, the bill of materials updates automatically with the rack and rack PDU quantities, and the available 0U space changes to 0. As a result, additional 0U space rack PDU options become disabled, while 3U space rack PDUs, which are horizontal, remain available for selection. As these free use space units are added, the available space values and total outlet count continue to update automatically in the Configuration Details tab. With this, the rack PDU configuration is complete. Click Back to Rack System AR3100B2 to return to the rack catalog page. You will now see that the selected rack PDUs are automatically populated, while the available use spaces and pricing update accordingly. You can add or remove rack PDUs at any time using the Add Rack PDU option. Based on the selected power feed, the PDU position and required rack PDU quantity also update automatically. Next, select the required security and environmental rack sensors. Once added, the quantity is automatically populated on the rack catalog page, and the mounting position is set to front by default. Temperature sensors are also positioned at the front automatically. The final step is to add rack accessories using the global search or rack accessory filters. Select the required accessories and review the Configuration Details panel to verify the rack specifications and selected components. You can modify the configuration at any stage by adding or removing components with the Delete option available for all non-mandatory products. With the rack configuration complete, the next step is to save the design and add the rack system to the solution layout. Once satisfied with the configuration, click Add to Unplaced. Next, let's explore rack system positioning within the layout while maintaining engineering constraints and accurate bill of materials updates. We will now move to the design view for rack placement and positioning. For a better view, select the Designer tab from the left menu bar to open the design view or 3D model of the selected configuration. You can then drag and drop the products onto the floor layout. As components are placed, the bill of materials and total solution price update automatically, while the required cable troughs and data cable partitions are added by default based on the selected configuration. Positioning is highly intuitive. The tool follows engineering constraints and compatibility rules to prevent placement errors while ensuring aisles and clearances meet industry best practices, helping enable a smooth on-site installation. At this stage, you can also edit the rack properties or delete the rack if needed. Simply select and right-click the respective rack to access these options. Clicking on Edit will redirect you to the configuration page of the selected rack. Since no changes have been made yet, the Update button remains disabled. Once any modification is made, the button becomes active. After clicking Update and returning to the Design view, the system displays notifications indicating the design validations and constraints identified so far. You can also mark a rack as an existing model by selecting the Existing option and adding additional properties as needed. Once selected, the rack color changes to gray for easy identification. The bill of materials updates automatically based on the latest changes. Existing racks display a price of 0 and are categorized under Existing in the bill of materials. With rack configuration and placement complete, the foundation for the data center layout is now in place. In the next part of this video, we will focus on cooling and containment configuration in Row Data Center Designer. Thank you for watching.